I don't know what to think. When you call like that, I'm scared of what I focus on. But the night is young, so we soldier on. You're acting like we'll find out who we are. Speak it all, I don't know what to say. When you dance like that, you show me how absurd we are. But the night is young, so we soldier on. Does anybody know where we went wrong?
Way better than that island. Well, hey guys, I'm gonna do two cameras at once, so just bear with me. We are actually at the Kingsbury Ordinance plant area. What that is, in about 1939, they decided to start an ordnance area that's about 10,000 acres and start building mortars. And they figured we were probably getting close to getting into the World War II. And so essentially, they got this whole area out in Indiana together and started building tracks, stuff like that. Tons of these bunkers, which you'll see in a second, and a whole bunch of warehouses and buildings where they would make the munitions. So by doing that, they could build up for the war machine, and they did, and it worked because we did enter World War II, as everyone knows. So these bunkers would hold the missiles. And why they're stationed like this, and I'll show you guys around what it looks like. So this is concrete. You're facing this way on the ground. You can see it's established bunker where they put the missiles. There's different types. There's the actual mortars, are like just little ones that would be like a triple grenade going over. Pretty big bomb, but not crazy big. And they would have the ones where they drop out of the planes that are probably taller than me, weighed 300 tons or whatever. I don't know, I'm making that up. That would be probably 1 ton. But so those would be stored in here to keep it in a nice dry area. But the other cool thing I always loved about these is they're built up really high but with tons of soil. And the reason why they do that is eventually the grass will start growing. You can see trees growing on top of this. So if, say, Germany was able to get to the mainland Americas, then they would see this area and not see it as anything besides hills, and wouldn't know how to, this would be a place to bomb. So it's so cool that they did that ahead of time, just in case that was a thing that was going to happen, to progressively get over here and start bombing us. They wouldn't see this. All they would see is rolling hills. So pretty interesting concept, but we're going to get you guys some really cool video. Of course, I'm going to flip it and be the cameraman for a second. So just me and Slade today.
Hey guys.
So yeah, he was wanting to check this out. We're not too far away. I was surprised. What, 45 minutes?
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
Yeah, so it's not bad at all. So we definitely are gonna check a few bunkers out. There's, I mean, probably, oh, you can hear the echo already.
Yeah.
There's probably 60 bunkers over here, and then there's another side that's being used that we get way off limits, where they scraped all the soil off, and that's probably another 30 to 90, somewhere in there. It's a whole bunch. Only went to it once, but they are, I believe, keeping gunpowder in there. So it's ATF property. We can't go anywhere near it. So we're not going to, but we'll show you the guys the old World War II stuff. So.
She said ignorance is power. Let it crystallize. You can't help but you might not like what you find. Ignorance is power. Let it crystallize. You can't help the love in your eyes. If
Okay, guys, I'm gonna talk a little bit less loud because this is very loud area and it's huge echo, reverberance from the audio. So I'll talk kind of really smooth, but this is what the bunker would be, and then they would have tons of metal rows holding the bombs up. Here's the actual door to the facility. I think the bunker is probably 15 or 20 feet by about 70 feet. So not quite a football field long, or not, I mean nowhere near that, but it's about 70 feet long, something like that. Maybe more, maybe 100. What do you think? 100, 120 feet, something like that. Yeah. But it's, yeah, the echo in here is insane. So sorry about the audio, guys. Always. Always. I always love coming back here. It's kind of spooky. So especially when you do this at night. It's just a neat facility. We'll probably do one or two bunkers because, again, they're all the same. Nothing too substantially different. It's just layout, they're out. So they have, I think it's, oh man, we gotta be careful showing that. Someone has a big dick on the wall. Well, I don't know why people do this. Anyways, they have rows of stuff. So probably 9 rows, and then they go down another field, and then another 9 of these. So I'll try to blur that out if I caught it. Sorry. So this is the background I was telling you about. It's just woods, brambles, tons of fruit. Usually if you come here about a month and a half, 2 months in advance, you're gonna get the most blueberries and blackberries you have ever seen in your entire life, all wild. So it's freaking amazing. And then apple trees are starting to grow now. You'll have them for probably another 3 months or so. So I do remember quite a few apple trees. There are choke cherries. We can't eat those. They're pretty sour, but edible. Just you make wines and stuff out of it. Just wanted to show you guys the background, and we're just in one little area so far. You haven't seen too much yet, but yeah, we'll call it quits on the bunkers. We're gonna go back to the car and maybe find a building or two, and then we gotta head back and have an early start for dinner. And then I think we're gonna go out for drinks at a really nice establishment, tavern, bar for Slade's birthday. So it should be a lot of fun. And I don't know if we'll film it or not. We'll have to see. Okay guys, we're checking out an abandoned building that we just found. Still in Kingsbury. Never been here before. I've found about, I'd say 4 or 5 buildings over the years. So this isn't the new one. Let's see what she looks like. Sorry the movement, but look at the snake. Gotta be copperheads around here, so just gotta be careful. Holy crap. This is a doozy. What the heck was that? It sounds like someone's in here. Okay, so we may have to be kind of quick, guys. Sorry for the bad graffiti. Did I lock it? Here. Let's see if I can hear it. Okay. Okay, watch out for nails and stuff, bub.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna go up. Let me check it out first.
Okay.
In case that fall through. Seems pretty steady. So we're going up one of the factories. I don't know what that was. I swear I just heard an alarm. Oh my god, it's just the same as the last place. This is exactly the same. It's not the same place. So these holes would used to have, you can come up, but these holes used to have like working ducts that would drop probably the gunpowder and stuff like that, so they could tie together the munitions. And then over time, I think this place was probably a chemical factory, and then now it's just been sitting for probably 50, 60 years. So. Have you ever seen my other videos from Eric's exhibition? This is the sister place for that. This is almost the same size factory. It's just a little smaller, but this area is exactly the same. I couldn't explain what's going on up here. Probably dropping, back in the day, probably dropping the gunpowder through these ducts, these holes that you're seeing in the floor, and they've just taken out the ductwork. I'm not really sure. So. Yeah, kind of cool. I think it's time to get out of here because that is noxious with vapors. I do not trust that place at all. So we're making our way down. I'm going to switch the camera. Still filming. Woo. That was cool. I'll get you guys a little bird's eye view from the bottom. And where we just climbed. I don't know why they're all exposed like this, but that's what it looks like. Next comes Slade. I'm gonna walk on here. Again, be careful of metal objects there, Slade. Wow. This place is really deteriorated. This is what I'm freaking talking about. So this is my favorite passion in the world. Well, second. Number one, shipwrecks. Number two is this stuff. Abandoned buildings. Just absolutely loved it. So. Too bad a whole bunch of clowns came in and graffitied the whole area up. But if you're gonna have that, nothing we can do. What you guys thinking of this place? Kind of spooky, huh? I like it. Look forward to places like this. So it looks like just another connection. We're probably gonna find another staircase. Well, at least the smell is going away. Holy crap, the bricks are falling apart. Yeah. I don't know if they've purposely fell or they're just, people are destroying them. That could be it. Man, damn, this place is cool. We are getting you guys some good footage, and it's like you guys are here. It's like you guys are with us. It's fun. This is what I like to do. Show this stuff off because, again, you guys are somewhere in the world right now, and you're not here, and I wanted to show it off. Slade wants to do the same thing, so this is what we do. Luckily, Indiana's old, has a lot more history than Colorado, and so I'm not saying it's better, it just has older stuff, and so seeing some of this stuff, it's a little easier. Plus, it helps that I know the area. I've been here multiple times, just not this building. But this may be my favorite building so far. This may be better than the other one. The other one's probably a tad bit bigger. I would say if this has 2 connections, the other one had 3. It was massive. Wow. Graffiti in this one's actually kind of good. I'll be surprised. They had some time with this one. Sorry if there's any bad graffiti, but you're gonna have that. So we'll probably go down here, close it up, and move on to the next place. But just remember, these were all made around 1939. Active, not a whole long time. This place was still active throughout the Korean War. Around the end of 52 to 54 is when it stopped, this whole place, for a munitions ordnance area. Yep, so it's just another connections like I surmised. So, let me switch the camera. It's weird, I'm talking on 2 different cameras at once, so you guys will have to bear with me. But so this is made in 1939. They've used it up until the 54 era for Korean War, and then all this stuff was just vacant in around the 60s, I would say 50, late 50s, early 60s. Chemical buildings started coming out here. Problem with it is they were very managed very badly because they were dumping a lot of excess waste, and so EPA, or the standard at the time, came in and said, no, you can't be doing this. All this stuff is bad, and all these places either split or went bankrupt or just folded. So yeah, so this is, you're seeing some of the end results, and some of the buildings were captured, just like I was telling you. That smell that's out there is really nasty. That's from an active one they probably just reestablished, redid and all that over the years, and so it looks a lot newer, has a lot newer siding and all that on the sides. Here's the, I'll show you guys the elevator back part of it, or the bottom part. Just full of debris. I assume that's, yep, that is debris and tons of water. So it probably goes maybe another 10 feet down, that's my guess. We are not going to touch that. That is probably deadly as hell. And the other thing is, these places tend to have asbestos. So, I do apologize, I keep pressing the wrong one. So asbestos, you got to be careful. Can't be messing with it. As long as it's stale in there, you're fine. You're looking for piping, you're looking for insulation, stuff like that. That's the stuff you got to be aware of. Again, I am not telling you to go see these type of places, because you shouldn't. We'll do it for you. But that's what you look for, is insulation, because the properties back in the day were really used for insulation and fireproofing. And they found out later it's very cancerous causing. So just don't mess with those pipes, or don't mess with the actual sheeting around. This one doesn't have a lot of insulation at all, so we're probably just fine, but we're also not staying very long. So you find yourself in an old building, kind of look for those type of areas and avoid them as best as you can, and just do not mess with them. So So we have a guy smoking a cigarette outside this factory over here. I'm sure he's seen this. Anyways, I wanted to point out that's a vent. And this whole hill is some type of bunker. See if when I'm driving out, if I can see what the hell it is. I don't know, but we're out of here. He's just sitting there right behind that factory. So let's not find out.